Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, Body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's gonna all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats, they're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I'll see you soon. Shalom, family.
I can't hear you.
Oh, he said white, black, brown, unite.
God don't do that, everybody unite. That's right. God don't do that. He want black and brown to unite. Y'all got my key? You locked it?
Yeah, come go.
Bus.
Hey, Cap, what's going on right here, Cap?
Man, right now, we at the location where we think the boy was found at. Somewhere around these abandoned houses and stuff like that. If you look over there, you'll see.
Brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Yahweh, Shai. I'm from this move all the time. My ladies is found. We follow the order. I told you. Full of culture, you ain't caught up. Streets I was taught on. Type you can barely depart on. Bought, sold, and I fought on. Charges I caught on. They call it the cause of the heart that I got for assault on my block. Snitch, I am not. Hate for a cop. My enemy sent against me.
Once you put stick around here by the sister, I see the yellow tape and that is never a good one. So make sure the she doesn't lose it because they're empty coming. The baby's empty and remember. Oh, you wanna come with me? Check the house first.
What house?
It's that house on the corner. Their house is birthday.
Earth. We the truth, I know it hurt. Fruitless to believe your words. It ain't about nothing, you bluffing. Scared, go to church. True definition of Christian win. You got 15 men, we got 2 or 3. But the difference is, we got discipline. Nigga, listen here. Boy, with these warriors, get your whole existence clear. Talking you, your house, all your friends and kids. Screaming, oh my God, with the vengeance in. So I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work.
If you wait for me, you wouldn't even talk about it. Walking right on down on the back of your shoe. They just put this right here when they just kicked me from back there. But the house was wide open. It's the house downstairs. The doors was wide open. Some of the windows, it's a newly updated house. It's some equipment there, but that's it. It's the downstairs house for sure. Someone lives upstairs, but the downstairs home is where he was at. I walked in the house because they left it wide open. But then they catch me with the door where it's wide open.
We're all parents here, brother, and we just care about the kids. That's all we're doing.
What's your intention?
That's up to y'all, man.
Don't nobody care who he is.
Yeah.
The thing is,
we're not afraid of him.
the thing is, he's trying to make sure this
It's
community
a good
knows.
ending, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I.S.U.P.K. presents the 8th annual Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. A day of brotherhood, sisterhood, food, fun, and unity. We raising funds to cover the barbecue, the food, the drink, bounce houses, snow cones, games, and more. So the whole family can come out and enjoy. Every donation helps us make this day even greater for the community. Support the Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. Click the link below and donate today.
Come to let you know about the Midwest Fire Weekend, man. From July 31st all the way to August 3rd, we're going to have an incredible weekend, starting off with Thursday. You understand? The Round Table of Truth podcast with Captain Mawakwa and his whole team. We're going to have an incredible panel. They're going to be bringing heavy topics. You already know how they get down. Then, General YAHANNA breakdown class, scripture breakdown class. Any questions you got about the Bible or life period, you want to tune in to this class, man. Or make sure you can be there. You know what I'm saying? Here Friday, and don't stop. We got felony expungement and gun restoration. You got issues with the law? Come check us out, man. We're going to get you right, man. Then after that, lecture by none other than Commander General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? The man over Israel, over so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You want to come to this lecture and get the information you need, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be called, Where Do We Go From Here? You want to know where you want to go from here, man? And all this stuff going on, come to this lecture. Check it out online. You know what I'm saying? Then, after that, Saturday, what we got? We got to come back and give back to our community, man. We're going to be in Little Village in Chicago with our brown brothers, so-called Hispanics. We're going to be giving out clothes, food, you know what I'm saying? School supplies, man. Come get what you need, man. Support this, man. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, of course, we're going to a day party. We got to go kick it with the brothers and sisters in the streets. You know, that's how we do, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, man. This is the Midwest Fire Weekend. You know what I'm saying? Then, it don't stop. Sunday, that's when we're going to have the cookout. The cookout, black and brown cookout. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have so-called black, so-called Hispanic coming together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have vendors, free food. Yes, free food. Who don't want free food, man? Come get some free food. Come let your children have a good time. You come have a good time, man. Black and brown cookout. Midwest Fire Weekend. It's gonna go down, man. Make sure you get with us, man. Come enjoy this beautiful city, man. Come enjoy it with the I.S.U.P.K, man. The real priests and prophets of the Lord. You know what I mean? Let's go.
What's going on with Israel? Commander General YAHANNA, I.S.U.P.K, doing it like we do. I can't stop, and I ain't gonna use no baby oil. We're going to do it right, you know, right? Okay, we're going to keep it righteous. But we're going to keep pushing this truth to save brothers and sisters' life. So I'm on today to tell you about the Midwest Fire Weekend. Now, brothers out of Chicago and the whole Midwest, Detroit, Kentucky, who else they got? Indianapolis. I mean, there's a ton of cities in that Midwest. Forgive me if I missed those cities. And all those brothers are going to come together for the Midwest Fire Weekend. And what's going to happen in the Midwest Fire Weekend? It's the biggest and best, one of the biggest and best opportunities for you to get a close-up look at your brothers teaching this truth. A lot of you brothers are out there, been studying, joining the knowledge, you ready to go, you know you got to hit that street eventually, you getting your crew together, y'all working on these scriptures, but this is what I want you to understand. I want you to take a moment and come through the I.S.U.P.K. so you can wash all them lies that they've been telling you about before you get here. You're going to have to do that for yourself so you don't get played out here. So this week, that weekend, July 31st to August 3rd, I got General Muhammad here. All of you seen his class. Nobody matches it. He's bad to the bone with the knowledge of the truth. I got Cat McCard with me right here. Another bad cat runs the Hebrew Academy. You see all of them tapes all over the internet, busting millions of views right now, killing the game. You understand? I got brothers coming through to do expungement. Got so much freely to every brother to show you that the greatest weapon we ever had that was given to us from Christ was a real brotherhood. Midwest Fire Weekend, I don't care where you at in the country, take a moment, get in them wheels, hop on that plane, July 31st to August 3rd, go on one of our websites, pull up the hotel, come on out there, bring your crew, you all right. I know a lot of y'all be thinking we too militant, we too hard. Brother, we've been fighting for this truth since 1969. We gonna be hard. But it don't mean you in any danger. We need each other now. You need to not just be out there on your own. Everything Trump is doing and America's doing, we need to bring the body together. So come on down. I'm doing my lecture. I don't do that many lectures, but I'm doing the lecture this year. A couple of them actually. And one of them will be during that weekend, and we'll be talking about everything Trump and them's doing. The third world sport with Iran, Saudi Arabia, the Israelis, they still over there shooting. They just hit a air base in Jordan. They killed 3 soldiers, wounded 34 others. Both sides are arming up like crazy. Ain't nothing stopped. They had a little ceasefire, but they arming up like crazy. Now China is bringing a new jet. What's the name of that jet?
J10C.
The J10C. This is a super duper high power jet. It's a jet made to compete with the F-16 and the F-32 it is? The F-35. So that's they top it. They bring in their top dogs into the theater. But here's what the Chinese got. Their jet can put 12 missiles on the bottom of the jet that are hypersonic missiles. These missiles can't get shot down. Wherever they fire at, they move so fast, any defense system cannot take it. All this is the Lord's doing. At the same time, Donald Trump is trying to lock up all of our Latino brothers. He thinks he can turn our country, this country we built, into China, where he have our Latino brothers doing all the manufacturing. The boy is psycho. Now we in the end. Wake up, come into the body. So I'm inviting you down. I'm Commander General Young. I'm just an old chief talk, okay? I done held this game 40 years. You owe me to at least come see me when I say come see me before you hit that street. That's just respect. And you should know that, and everybody knows that's how it runs. So come on, see me, man. You in good hands, you safe. Sister's gonna feed you. I wanna holler at you, man. I don't want to see you after you make 10,000 or general. I want to see you now so I can see where you start and where you finish. Come holler at me, man. The Midwest fire weekend. Captain Mawakwa, he's in charge. Him and his team from Chicago, they gonna do it up, and they do it every year, which is why it's so popular. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody come out, man. Now is the time. Bring this body together, man. I see y'all next week. Y'all want to say something before the squad go? Y'all good? I see you out there, man. Midwest Fire Weekend. Big shout out to Captain Mawakwa and his whole team out there. We'll see you there, y'all. Shalom. Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, Body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's gonna all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats. They're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I'll see you soon. Shalom, family.
I do my thing on it. She hit my line 100 times, I let it ring on it. These niggas must be out their mind, cause I'm the king on it. You know my thing, that's what I bring on it. Cause I'm the king on it. Okay. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I'm too far gone, I probably left a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I just want them dollars, nigga, you can keep the change. Unsatisfied until we on a private plane. I be with them soldiers ready to die over a name. Once that oil hit my head, I never been a
try to sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he make man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
We don't need a black man in the White House. We need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
I.S.U.P.K.com is the number, is the website. I'm Commander General YAHANNA. We getting it in like we do every Monday night. Heavy hitters in the building. As always, General Micah Alaka holding us down.
Shalom, sir.
Holding us down up in the building. You understand? And as usual, Officer Marah and his whole team up in here. Officer Yadiah, Officer Ibahaya, and Officer Mathumya in the building with us. We getting it on, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight, but can somebody please tell me what these crowns are I'm seeing in here? I see these crowns in the chat. Somebody break it down for me, because the team don't even know what this is. Who put these? What's the crown? How y'all get them crowns in here? Number 1, number 2. Tell me if y'all see them like I see them. If they do, somebody please break them down to me.
I see it, sir.
You see it, right? I don't know what they mean, but yeah, huh? You know what they are?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, see the purple things?
Yeah, don't even sweat it. Let's don't focus too hard on it. Let's get into some of these powerful stories going down. What you got for me? I know you got the McDonald's story. So let's do the McDonald's. Let's get into McDonald's. Go ahead.
The crowns and the numbers that you're seeing are the people that tune in every week consistently.
Oh, Most High in Christ. So they put those numbers in themselves.
Comic-Con, YouTube would do that for like since the show.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
Comic-Con.
these are like the regular heavy hitters. So y'all got your own heavy hitters in the chat. In the chat, y'all have created your own heavy hitter spot in the chat room. So everybody correct. Okay, Mashak gave a YouTube top in about the people. Okay. Oh, it's a new YouTube feature. All right. Big shout out to all you heavy hitters up in here. Some of y'all got some threes. I see some threes up in here. Getting it on. We'll get into it a little more in the chat in a little bit. Let's get into this McDonald's story because this is out there. Go ahead, Rob. Give it to us, please. I mean, Yadiah, please.
Comic-Con, sir. McDonald's manager, single mom of 6, dies after being stabbed by co-worker. Police say.
Single mother of 6. And was the co-worker an Edomite? Was it another Jake? That's hell. That's hell. In Christ's kingdom, you get put to death for that. She got 6 babies to raise, and she's trying to do it in a McDonald's who don't hardly pay anybody anything. And now she going to lose 6 children. I mean, her 6 children going to lose their mother. Go ahead, give me a little bit more about it.
Comic-Con. Tragedy unfolded at a McDonald's near Detroit on Thursday as an employee who was also a mother of 6 was allegedly stabbed to death by a coworker.
Go ahead.
Comic-Con. It says there was a dispute between 2 coworkers and one coworker was sent home as a result of the dispute. That coworker, a 26-year-old East Point resident, then allegedly returned hours later with a kitchen knife and stabbed Harris multiple times.
And let me tell you something, man. That's why. And what city was that?
Detroit.
In the city, which is a damn shame because in the city of Detroit, Michigan, right, we got a hell of a captain out there. A hell of a several cats that heavy hitters. Captain Hadaria Allah is one of them that is powerful as hell out in the city of Detroit. And here's what's messed up about it. That dispute could have been resolved by him. Like, once again, we always put our trust in our carnality, in the brainwashing. We put our trust instead in others than in ourselves. You know what I mean? Hadaryala and the I.S.U.P.K would have went out there, man, and actually solved that problem. And if that sister was mishandled, mistreated, financially mistreated, we would have resolved that problem. But instead, we go out and get a butcher knife, stab that sister to death knowing she got 6 kids. And here's the worst part of all. You are making an excuse for the devil to come down on you. He's itching to wipe us out. He's itching to kill us, and you giving him arguments, you know, talking points to bring his argument to the streets. You know what I mean? He been saying, he was saying this in the first term, and he wanted to go in there and invade some of the major cities in the Midwest. And now this is more reason for him to do that. And then what are you going to do? You're going to be sitting in a jail cell, you understand, fighting a case and unable to fight the man that really need to be fought. We never think, well, wait a minute, before I go stab this sister, let me talk to the brothers, get it resolved so they don't have to be, you know, sit out there with them. Yediah, get me the scripture where the Lord said, would any of you go to the unjust? And let's read that real quick. I'll let you jump in. Y'all jump in my house anytime y'all get ready.
Yes, sir.
But that is exactly what should have happened. Like, and let me say something. You might not believe it's going to happen, but I'm here to let you know the future. It's going to come a time where that's the only place you're going to be able to go to get any justice. These nations, brother, when they get in power, they're not going to care at all what happens to you. You're going to be trying to bring a dispute to them. Good example. You know what a good example of it? I won't get you to pull it, but I'll just quote the good example. You know what a good example of it was? The whole city of Jerusalem was in an uproar when they were trying to kill Christ. And they went to the Romans and said, this man is a heretic and, you know, a man that's calling himself king. And what did the Romans say? The first thing the Romans said, does it have anything to do with your laws? If it does, you go see to it. They didn't want no part of it. They couldn't care. They could care less what was going on with Christ at the time, as long as it didn't affect what they were doing, which was basically trying to rob Israel for all the taxes and goods that they could. But then they pressed them more. They pressed Pontius Pilate like, you're not a friend of Rome. They made it like Pontius Pilate. Imagine that. They made it like a Roman was a traitor to his own people because he would not go and investigate whether he should kill Christ. Boy, that's evil as hell. That's evil as hell. That's like you going to a Trump, just like you going to a Trump governor and telling him you want to get rid of Christ, and the governor say, man, we ain't got nothing to do with all that infighting you black people have. And you turn around and say, you're not a friend of Donald Trump if you don't investigate this, which put that cat, Pontius Pilate, his back against the wall. He hated Christ anyway, but he gave him the opportunity now to say, you know what, I'm going to go and get him jammed up, and eventually went and tried to crucify that innocent man, our king. That, brother, is what should never happen with us. And I know I took y'all all around in the circle, but I was trying to bring it to show you that we're going to have to solve, listen, the disputes that go on in the hood got to be addressed. It will never be addressed if we don't decide on a method in which it would be addressed.
Right.
And that method is better than the method the Lord gave us, because you Christians sure don't use that method.
Right. For sure. God.
You in the churches, you don't solve a single dispute. You don't even come out on the street to solve a dispute. You don't even solve a dispute with your own members. Your members get in a dispute or get into a situation or whatever, you could care less about it. Forget about if they asking for any money.
God.
Their utility bills is bad. That's what's missing among us.
They love to say.
Missing among us is all we care about is the slave master.
Can you hear me, General? Can y'all hear me, Mariah?
All right.
The text, Mariah.
Anybody want to add anything before I go? You got footage, sir. You got footage of it, please.
Y'all have to turn me up. I'm on mute on your side.
Me, sir. Yeah. Like that's right on point with it.
Y'all
But
cannot
it's
hear me. I'm speaking and you can't hear
if
me.
it's Negroes that's interacting in Detroit, you might as well call it Detroit. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Kind of one kind, sir. Is that the go ahead, let me let you play it.
Test. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, Salaki, sir.
Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me, Mariah?
We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
The water. If I can, sir, you touched on the perfect point. Like, this is about justice. Like, in America, we get no justice. Even when we call the police, we still in danger. And so, in our minds, without the I.S.U.P.K, you handle your problems on your own. You try to bring your own justice, which going to really make you a slave when you handle your own justice. You're going to be behind that cage.
Yeah.
You understand? And everything the general said is right on point. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, it's a shame that everybody don't know about us. So, and a lot of them that know about us don't think that we the answer, because they really just destroying themselves. It's a detriment to themselves, because we are the only answer on this earth. We the only ones that'll bring true justice. You know what I'm saying? We don't listen, whether you got money or not, we gonna give the fair judgment. That's our counsel, because the Lord said, have no respect to persons. Unfortunately, in America, their government is ran by respect to persons, and that's what we taught. You know what I'm saying? We taught to be unfair to the ones that we think is less and give all the benefits to the ones that got the most. When the I.S.U.P.K, we need to be in charge. You understand? Because it'll save your life, fix all your problems. And like the general said, we would have handled that dispute. Them brothers in Detroit would have handled that dispute. And the sisters would have lived, and they would have understood where this started and why it started. I done sat in council. To this day, I sit in councils, and things come out in the councils that be amazing. You know what I'm saying? When the whole council is about this. The council is about, you drunk my juice out of my cup, my personal cup. But when the council get in and the Lord start opening it up, it go into the whole, you find out something from your childhood brought you to this moment right here with that cup of tea. You understand it? The essence of the problem comes out, and then it's able to be fixed, man. And you come away from the council with your brotherhood intact, your sisterhood intact, and you're fixed. You understood where you went wrong, so you can live better in the future. Salaki, sir, I yield.
Hey, give it up. Give it up. Hey, Mayak, man, let me tell you. What you saying and what goes on in the council, big shout out to General Muhammad and all the other generals, man. How's I heard about a council you had recently. A sister was talking about how much you helped the life of a family and all that. General Muhammad, you know, he hits it on a regular. General Mayat, like, and the other generals, captains as well, coming on down. Here's the thing. What you're saying is so heavy, Mayat, because a lot of times the thing that would bring you to the point to stab that sister over something, you know, a dispute that doesn't necessarily mean you need to take her life. A lot of times it's from a demon that's been on you from a long time ago. It's from trauma, and just growing up in the hood alone can add tons of demons on you, because you growing up in a horrible condition. That's the point of putting you in slavery. Like, when a nation puts you in slavery, what you go through in that slavery makes you dysfunctional, and makes your children dysfunctional, and makes your children's children dysfunctional. And then you become a nation of people who are constantly dysfunctional. Why? Because you've been living in an environment that's inhumane for years and years and years. And that's why they claim they don't understand black people and Latino people and hate us so much. The most nonviolent people they ever came across, they hate so much and make out as though they are the violent ones.
Right.
By having those councils like General Mayock just brought out, you would be able to change the situation. And brother, imagine if that happened. Imagine if all throughout the hood, they ain't got no place for the news reporter to run to with a video camera. Because whenever there's a dispute, their sister or brother is calling the people who, among us, who solves those disputes. You understand? Deborah did it too. Sister Deborah, they said, sat on a bench being a mother to Israel. And Barack went and carried out all the, whatever needed to be done. That's the way our lives have always been. Once again, we lost so much of our culture that we don't even understand. Let me read this scripture. You got it for me, you Dad? I want to read this scripture because this is important, because Paul brought this out. This is in the New Testament for those that may not know about it. Paul brought this out for us to engage in. Go ahead,
Sir. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 1. Dare any of you having a matter against another?
Right. You got a dispute with somebody. You got a beef. Go ahead. He said dare, meaning he was serious, that you was never to do this. That's exactly how Christ got killed. Understand, Christ got killed because they disagreed with him and went and got the Romans to kill him. Instead of resolving the problem, they didn't call him in the council and say, we got to sit down and talk. You waking up all these people and doing these miracles, we feel like you teaching wrong. He would have cut them right there. Him and his disciples would have broke them scriptures down the same way you see the U.P.K. doing on the street. And they would have broke it down, and the Sadducees and Pharisees would have had to see they was wrong. If they couldn't see they was wrong, the people all watching would have saw that they was wrong. And that's what should have happened with this system. It should have been brought into a council, no matter how heated it got, and then everybody would have seen who was wrong. And once everybody saw who was wrong, they would have moved in that direction to get that situation resolved. And the person who was incorrect in it, who would have stabbed the other sister, not one would have been able to stab her, and two would have had to accept that she was wrong in the situation. Instead, they went to Pontius Pilate on Christ, schemed on him. Remember the part in the scriptures where it said they went through the crowd? Y'all remember that? Convincing people. They was up in the crowd convincing people to turn against YAHANNA. And brother, that's why you trying to use the system of justice of the white man is dumb as hell. It don't never have to go to that. We don't never have to have all of these murders. We could have solved all of these issues, man. All of these issues. Some families could have been paying big money. And listen, and money is what we need more than anything. A lot of these issues, man, we could have solved among us just by making it where that other person has to pay. Has to pay. Now you getting hit in the pocket, you gonna pay them bills and stop doing the nonsense that you sometimes do, because it's gonna cost you. And your own people are gonna bring up the record that you didn't take care of that bill, that you didn't get straightened out. And it would be beautiful, man, because we would be harmonizing and working with each other. You die, read it for me. I'm gonna get up off your eyes if you want to get it. Yes, go ahead.
Sir. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before the unjust?
Yeah, you're gonna go to the law before the unjust, as though you're gonna get justice in Esau's court. So many times we call the cops. So many times we call the cops, and the cops kill the person who's supposed to be being helped. What's the name of the sister they recently killed, who thought that somebody was trying to break in her house, and she had the pot of water, and the Edomite came in and shot her to death? Anybody remember her name? If y'all remember her name in the chat room, y'all let me know. Kick that back up to me. That was a perfect example of that.
Sir.
Many times people who had family members who were mentally unstable. Sonia Macy, big shout out. Yeah, that's right. Big shout out to Princess Nazam. You know what I mean? Like many times sisters and brothers called Esau and death came on them. And black people, man, we know us. We would solve problems beautifully. And let me tell you, you better do it now because America's decided to not be America no more. America's deciding to be Nazi Germany. This is going to be a whole nother country real quick. And whether or not you're going to be able to participate in it or not, or what role you're going to have in it, you're going to need your own strength more. Let me tell you something else that we blew on so bad that we've been trying to wake brothers and sisters up for years. You see all this troop movement now, and they bring in all these troop and ICE agents and all that, right? We should have had community patrol officers. Yep. We should have stopped relying on the cops. The cops should have been sitting on the corner. That's how it was in ancient Egypt. The cops sat on the corner and waited to them to bring the criminal to him. Like we should have been running the whole hood, and whoever had to go get locked up, we could send them our damn self. The hell we have to wait on them? Had them kicking in your doors and no knock warrants and all that. Because that could have been a dual role. Could have been protecting also when they want to come running up in there. They would have had to slow down and stop. We'd have been like, whoa, why y'all here? What's going on? Well, we got a warrant for so-and-so and such and such. Now you got some old big old tank and troops and machine guns. We like, hold up. All right, let's see the warrant. The warrant legit. Okay, we'll bring them to you. Just wait on the damn corner. You understand? And we'll go have to bring the cat out if we bring him out, if we think it's right. Man, even though that brother was a drug dealer, this was evil as hell. I was talking about this with the brothers the other night. What's the name of that drug dealer that was in Jamaica that the United States issued a warrant for? Anybody know that cat? Come on, y'all in the chat. I know y'all gets it in. This brother was in Jamaica. Now, he was a drug dealer. This was a wrong situation. But it had good insight on how it should be. And I'm coming back to you, Dad. Huh? Yes, sir. General Mayat. Like, this cat was in Jamaica, and he was feeding and taking care of people, although he was doing evil. When the cops came and said they was going to arrest him, the people, dudders, they call them dudders. That's right. The people in Jamaica said, oh, what you arrested him for? They said, nah, we ain't going to arrest him. Now, this is in their ignorance. This is on the left-hand side. But what if you did it for the righteous? How many young girls wouldn't get raped anymore? Wouldn't get molested anymore? How many brothers and sisters wouldn't get strung out on drugs? How difficult would it be for gangbangers to bang on each other rather than go and resolve their disputes? Brother, you did so-and-so and so. You're going to have to pay their family $50,000 for what you did. I know you ain't got the $50,000, but we taking $250, $300 a week out your check. You're going to pay that money every week, or you're going to have to deal with us. And it be that way in every city. You would take care of your people, and you would be in charge of your people. And Esau would hate you. If you notice, one last thing, I know I'm running, but y'all bear with me. Yes, remember when they was about to invade Iran? They was considering invading it. They turned around and said, well, we want to invade Iran, and we believe that the people of Iran are tired of this regime, and it need to be regime change. You know why America and other countries want regime change when they go into these countries? What they're saying is, we want a different people to be over these people because the people that's over them are protecting them from us. The people that's over them are not allowing us to come in and steal everything they have. So we need regime change. We don't need a regime that tells us, no, you can't steal the oil. No, you can't stop Israel from invading their country. We need a regime that says you can do that. or we need a regime with the leadership that we can pay off to do that. And that's when you hear them use the words regime change. Regime change. Because now they got to get rid of them brothers. Go ahead, Mutham, y'all.
Rod the God 84 in the chat said, my wife just told me Iran put $40 million on Trump's head.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, Rod the God 84. Maybe you got information that I don't, but I would doubt it strongly that the country of Iran, seeing that the United States has over 100 nuclear weapons and a maniac in the White House, I doubt it strongly that they would put a bounty on his head. A bounty on his head would not stop a nuclear war. I doubt it. That sounds very much to me like CIA propaganda. Why? Because again, they got to act like this regime is horrible. We need to remove them. And you hear them use words like, we got to liberate the Iranian people. They got to liberate you from the people who's stopping you from giving away the country to them. They got to liberate you from them. Brother, that is how you destroy brothers. Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. Fox News put that out.
Fox News put it out? I still don't believe it. Especially from Fox News. Hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like what? And here's something you need to see. Mainstream news is now becoming fake news to uphold the story. You're going to see that when we talk about the Bon Jovi story with Trump. That story with them files, oh, they caught him red-handed with them files. The director and the assistant director, they started to quit because of them lies. We'll come back to them. But my point is this real quick, is that we don't know what good leadership is. We don't know what it looks like. But we would know what it looks like if we follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Like if our people would have known what good leadership looked like, we would have never let them take Christ away. We would have never let them take Christ away, and we would have been smart enough to know why the Sadducees and Pharisees were going through the crowd straight up lying on Christ. They straight up used a lie to get him killed. That's why when you go, if you go running, that's why the scripture said it's illegal to go up and down as a talebearer. You take a lie and you put that lie out and spread it all over. You can get somebody killed. You cannot go up and down taking a lie because you don't like that person or because you didn't get what you want from that person, and now you taking that lie and spreading that lie all over, making everybody think this person right here is not who they really are. Brother, that's carrying a tale to destroy somebody. That's against the scriptures, man.
Okay.
Go ahead, Maya.
Just gonna say, and that's why the scriptures are so beautiful, because it's like therapy to us and instructions and examples of things that you could do wrong, and you might think one way, but the Lord ain't thinking that way, because you should have did this other thing. Like the scriptures say, the things written aforetime were written for our learning, like the story of Susanna with Daniel. When them old nasty Negroes who learned from the heathen how to commit adultery and use our sisters, they lied on the sister and said that she was trying to sleep with them. You know what I'm saying? And she was about to be put to death for it, because 2 witnesses, you out of here. But the Lord raised up a prophet in that day and turned everything around, and they found them nasty Negroes to be liars. And the Lord said, whatever punishment she would have got, let that come upon them. And many instances of lying, like the cats that held his money back with the disciples. They didn't have to hold their money back. The Lord said it was your money. You could have did what you want, but you lied to the men of God. You lied to the Spirit of the Lord, and he lost his life and his wife for backing him up. So lying is real important, and tale-bearing and all that is real important, you know, in this truth and in this world. And once again, those outside of the I.S.U.P.K, you know, I just got to thank the Lord for his mercy. Did we know this? You know what I'm saying? We trying to get it to them, and, you know, it's up to the Most High to get them. I yield. Slocky.
Give it up. That was heavy. Man. That's why the Lord said, man, these last days, They'll become lovers of themselves. You cannot be selfish when it comes to you telling lies. You got to be truthful. You understand, when it comes to, bearing a situation that could fall on everybody's head. That ain't helping nobody. Let me finish, man, because I'm running on with this story. Forever ain't letting highs get in at all. Let me hurry up. Come on. Go ahead, you die. Finish it for me.
It says, 1 Corinthians 6:1, dare any of you having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust and not before the saints.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, do you not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Paul's letting you know, don't you know that as the saints, you're going to judge the world. You're going to take the records of the Bible and you're going to build a society that they have never seen before. That you're going to build a society. Nobody, all the nations that have ever had the Bible in their possession, all of them, they have never built a society that the Bible is talking about. They've all used the Bible to organize their people, join their people. They've even chopped the Bible up into religions like Islam and Judaism and Roman Catholicism, and they used it to unify their people, but they never built the society that the Bible was talking about. That's right, sir. That's what Christ came to do. And when Christ sets up that society, like Mayok just brought out, it's going to be an amazing society. And you being forced to do it now. This is another thing. Last thing I'm getting up off. Every brother and sister should be thinking about this. As the Lord turns the pressure up in America on blacks and Latinos and on whites, as that pressure gets turned up, you better think to yourself, what am I being pushed to do? Do I push to do more evil, or is the Lord pushing me to do more right? Is there a righteous path as opposed to just an evil path? And there is. And that's why he's pushing you to, because he's going to bring you together to bring forth that society. The water, I yield. Salah. Damn right. Y'all want to go on to something else? Yeah, let's jump on. What else we holding, fam? The water.
Trump kept FIFA Club World Cup trophy for himself, leaving the champions Chelsea to lift up a replica.
Damn. Talk about a selfish cat. You got to break this on down. You know more about sports than I do.
Khan, sir. So after, the FIFA World Cup, Donald Trump took.
First of all, tell everybody what the World Cup is.
Khan.
What that is.
Khan. So the World Cup is one of the biggest, if not the biggest. It's like the Super Bowl or like the NBA championship on steroids because of all the countries that participate and that, that play and watch soccer. So Donald Trump.
So it's a soccer Super Bowl type thing.
Khan.
Okay.
Involving all the countries. And Donald Trump took the trophy, the real trophy, for himself, while the champions had to host a replica.
And normally this goes to the champions every year.
Khan, sir.
So do they take it back from the champions every year? Like when the next champion comes in the following year, do they get a new trophy and give it to them?
Khan, they weld and make a new trophy every year. But this year, the champions get a replica because Trump kept the real thing.
Because he went and stole the real thing. Like, once again, boy, oh boy, that's why they love Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is white people. He got the same spirit as them. They are selfish and greedy and carnal as they absolutely can be. Like, why would you steal the soccer world champion cup? Like, you're a billionaire. You're a billionaire. Like, why would you steal this from these players? They don't work their whole life. You know what it must mean to become the champion of soccer? You understand? We got brothers in this school that came to this country from scholarships in playing soccer. So you know how good they had to be, man? You know how athletic they had to be to go play that damn soccer? I know I was in sports. To take championships, you had to eat, sleep, and drink. Whatever it is that sport is. You had to get up, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. They working out. They on that field. They kicking that ball. They go into class. They finish class. They back on that field. Sometimes way into the night. Years of doing this. Years of competing. Finally, you get to the championship of all soccer. You go up in there, you battle for the whole championship, and this nigga go and steal your trophy. It's just, you just can't write this shit. Like, you got the presidency, you greedy bastard. What else do you want? You got the presidency. You run the country, the whole world. You putting tariffs on niggas. But the trophy, yeah, give me that too. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like that is a lustful monster. I'm not surprised.
Can I read the scripture, sir?
Please.
This Obadiah 1 and 5. Because even the Bible going to how amazing the greed of these people are.
God.
Obadiah 1 and 5 says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Like you can't even understand the greed of these people. Like they'll steal the grapes and leave none, zero, which was a custom of Israel. The Lord taught us to be thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? To think about others. The Lord said, if thieves come to you at night, they'll rob you until they good. Like, all right, we got our lick, we out. But this man don't stop stealing. He's still trying to cut money to put in his pockets in the government itself. You understand? And he in the perfect position to rob the world right now. So I yield. Sorry.
John, they said this was Mashak. Big shout out to Mashak Mayan. Another heavy soccer play. We call it soccer. They call it football. But we call it soccer. And Mashak was telling me that this was a exhibition tournament that they had here in America because America's going to host the World Cup next year. And this is a World Cup championship. And so they did the expedition here, and had the top teams come and, throw down on him. He still stole the trophy. All right. You got to nail everything down. He want to grope the vagina. He want to hide the Epstein tapes. He want to steal the FIFA trophy, the FIFA trophy. Like, can anything be left? Is there any sacredness in the White House? Y'all ain't gonna leave the White House, take everything out.
Right. Made his own Bitcoin, trying to shut Bitcoin down.
Yes. You know what I mean? Tried to take the UAE's jet, the 400,000. He was gonna take the jet. They got the Air Force One right here. He gonna take the 400,000 jet. Give me that too. Is there anything that he won't take? That he won't gobble up? Like like the loss of humanity. And let me tell you something. Once again, the founding fathers of the United States, they knew how their children was going to be because they knew how they were. They knew how the British was. What you don't know is America is going into something worse than what the British Empire was. It's going right back to a dictatorship, yet a worse dictatorship than the British Empire was back in its heyday when it ruled over this country. It is crazy. He done stole the trophy.
General, if I could I get Isaiah 59 and 8 real fast? Let me get Isaiah 59 and 8 real quick, Yediah. So what you saying is so heavy, General. What you saying, General Mark, saying so heavy. Like, they don't know no peace, and they all going to keep something going. Evil going on. That's them. That's who they are. And the reason being because they was made to be that way. They was made to be crooked, man. Yeah, so they're always going to do crooked things. You know what I mean? Coming from the Most High. You got that scripture for me, brother? Read, get it for me. Read, warrior.
Come on, sir. Isaiah 59 and verse 8. The way of peace they know not.
They don't know no way of peace, man. They don't know how to keep things peaceful, harmonious. Knowing these men play, and playing soccer is rough. I played a little bit of it, some little expedition soccer, and I kind of like, I ain't doing this no more. The kicking of the shins and the knees and all that stuff, but man, nah, I was like, like, nah.
Big shout out to Captain Shock, my young Cap be up in there playing that daggone soccer. I don't know if he still do now, but they used to play that soccer, boy, and they put some energy. It take energy to do that.
Yeah, cut on one cutting. Him and I thought got it on. I told him, I said, I tried it one time. I couldn't do it no more. I need my pads, football pads, and all that stuff there. That's what I need. I don't need the other stuff. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a shame these cats played their game. This cat took their trophy.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
And these are the winning teams.
Yes, sir.
Like they went the whole season and playing the exhibition in the United States to get recognized, to keep the game up, get recognized, all that. They win. They looking for the trophy. He didn't gone. He didn't put the trophy in the trunk. He gone. The trophy in the bulletproof car. You can't get to it. They're like, where the trophy is in the car. Why we can't get it? Because the car bulletproof. You can't get it. Go ahead, you die.
If I could, sir, what you're saying is so heavy, and I advise everybody to watch this documentary on Netflix on FIFA, on how corrupt FIFA is, on how evil, you know what I mean, the Edomites, their run it is. It's a part in there where I believe in the early 2000s, Captain Shock and Captain I.S.U.P.K would know. Trinidad and Tobago were fighting really hard to get into the World Cup. And they fought tooth and nail when they finally got in. But FIFA is so corrupt. They were the least paid brothers out of every combatants in the world that played in the tournament. They got, robbed. If you saw their paycheck, sir, in the documentary, you would just cry.
Wow.
And they still haven't received restitution for all of the millions they should have made and the money lost.
I could imagine how much they robbed. And listen, and we should have definitely learned from the Olympics with the Nazis. See, this is the wildest thing with white people. And this is why they got to be taken out of power. Remember when Adolf Hitler went to the Olympics? Jesse Owens, correct?
Yes, sir.
Jesse Owens went up in there and ran they Nazi asses off the damn track and field. And it pissed that devil off something ridiculous. The problem with y'all is that you want to be the superior. You really want to be a god. That's what white people really want. They want to be worshipped and looked at as a god and looked at as special and intelligent. But the problem is, every time you go set up something to be on the world stage, blacks and Latinos, the Lord's chosen people, always outshine you. That's the problem. They always outshine you. And then when they outshine you, you mad. When you should have never put it on the world stage. You could have just competed among white people in your own country. But you wanted more. You wanted to present yourself like the Olympics across the world. Well, if you present yourself across the world, you might find out that you are not the superior race, God damn it.
That's right.
You might find out that you're the inferior race.
Right.
And that you're just a damn murderer. And that killing and incarcerating and pillaging and robbing is all you really know how to do. And it is the reason you cannot succeed in righteousness. Even what we're going to talk about, if we have time, we're going to talk about the Epstein files. That's another example. They ran up in there. We gonna drain the swamp. Wasn't that one of their words? Drain the swamp, meaning to drain the swamp means to go to Washington and to get rid of all those corrupt bureaucrats, corrupt lobbyists, corrupt people who were supposedly stealing and robbing the money. And then he came to Washington, set themselves up, fired 120,000 workers, mostly blacks and Latinos, from the federal government, did all the so-called drain in the swamp. Drain the swamp. Did all the so-called drain in the swamp. And as they drain in the swamp, they find the Epstein files. And lo and behold, who is in the Epstein files? Super Mr. Nasty. In the Epstein files. And then all of a sudden, the Epstein files gone a whole controversy. We're going to come to it after this, Lord allow. But you cannot decide on your own that you're going to be the superior race and better than everybody else when they pull the curtain back and find out that you're the worst of the worst. Don't complain. Salakia. I yield, y'all.
Both sides correct.
Damn right. Where we
Sorry,
at?
sir, if I may.
Please, Marah.
Two things. I got the one with the jet, and also when he came to the FIFA game, he got booed as he coming out.
Damn, that's why he took the trophy. What a vindictive little baby. Like, he's a vindictive bullet. You know what I mean? Now he's talking about taking away Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship because she said something bad about her. Like, Rosie O'Donnell been retired, moved to Ireland. She's living in Ireland. Now he's talking about they can keep her. Vindictive, man. Vindictive little cat. But he got the spirit of America. And brother, the Lord is going to bring judgment on him so horribly. Wait till we get to the Texas story. Please, I don't want to keep holding it up. There's so much good to bring out.
You want me another story or the footage?
Yeah, I think you can rock the footage first, and then we'll go to another story. Well, that was it on the reading of the story, right? You died? All right, let's keep going. Let's bring that part out. If you.
President Donald Trump attended the FIFA Club World Cup final between Chelsea and PSG at MetLife Stadium, where he was met with a mix of applause and boos. Trump was joined by First Lady Melania Trump and FIFA President.
Listen, look, all this means I'm going to steal the trophy. Like, this don't mean, America,
Right.
duty, honor. This just means I'm going to steal the trophy. Yeah, man. Go ahead, my
No, you got it, sir. Slocky.
Okay, go ahead. Let's get back into it.
Slocky. So that was pretty much.
Okay. Let's move on. Where we going next?
Come on, sir. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongiorno back at work amid Epstein files drama.
Go ahead. Give me a little more.
FBI Deputy Director Bongiorno was back at work on Monday after a clash with Attorney General Pam Bondi over the handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case left him mulling resignation last week.
Right. He was shook. Over his moral. And Rod the God 84, you got it right. He think he Thanos, man. That's what he think he is. He in love with his own carnal power. In love with any power he could get. Instead of serving the Most High like he should be. Instead, he's serving himself. You understand?
Yeah. And like you said,
he's serving his own vanity. I'm sorry, General Maya. Go ahead.
Like you said, General, that's why America love him, because he's just a bubba. He's just a country bubba. He like Archie Bunker. If any of you know Archie Bunker, All in the Family show back in the day. He like a dumbass, ignorant ass Archie Bunker, but he's so honestly ignorant, you know what I'm saying? And he don't hide a lot. And that's why America love him, because Americans are just like that. So,
yes, they are. Yes, they are. They really don't want to have to hide the corruption. Right. And so this guy here, this Italian guy, this guy used to be a Fox News reporter, got a whole bunch of rules about him. He knew the files existed. Him and the director knew. And brother, when they came out and turned around and said there are no files, there are no issues, brother, it shook him to his knees. Once again, you trying to pretend, how you pronounce it? Bongino. Okay, I got it right now, I think. Bongino, like Italian food. Mm-hmm. Like once you come out and try to be moral, pretend to be moral, if it's not real, that immorality will start to spill out all over the place. And that's exactly what happened here. That immorality spilled out and found out that they was in there corrupting those files. And these are supposed to be the top 2 law enforcement people in the United States. Yep. These are the top cops. Yep. So for them to turn their back, that means they got to really be corrupt. Yep. It got to not be about law enforcement. It has to be about, this is the Trump administration, and we're not law enforcement first. We're political spin doctors first. So we got to hide what he's doing, even though we're totally against it. Right or wrong? Come on, come. Anybody else?
And again, a lot of his base is mad, sir, because remember when he was running, he said, we're going to bring out the Epstein files, the MLK files, the JFK files. We're going to unveil all that and clean the swamp. And as soon as he get up in there, he just the same. He just another line politician.
Right, right. You understand? He's just another one. Now, Bruce said that he's a retired cop from the 75th precinct in East New York. Now, I could be wrong on this one, but I believe that Nate from the Purple Cats is also a retired cop from the 75th precinct. Ooh. I believe they both come out of that same 75th precinct in Brooklyn. Don't quote me on it, but I believe that's where he comes from as well. So he's seen a whole lot of destruction and a whole lot of corruption. And I believe at least this is what he portrays himself, as though he sincerely went ahead and, tried to be righteous in his news reporting and tried to stay righteous when he got appointed the deputy director of the FBI. You understand? But it turned out to be the worst. You know what I'm saying? It turned out to be foul as hell, because what he didn't realize is what he saw in the 75th precinct was nothing compared to what he was going to see when he got up into that White House. He got up into that White House, brother, and saw real horrible corruption and didn't want to get his boss in trouble. But his boss got in trouble as well. Give me, give me the scripture where the Lord said, be not as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Because this fits right in here. Bongino had trouble coming back to work because now he had to accept that he was going to have to be part of the corruption. And you white people, a lot of you are dumb as you could be. You will talk about drain the swamp, drain the swamp. You poured the swamp into the drain itself. You filled up the drain with the swamp. Now the swamp is running Washington, D.C.
It's a flood.
Right along. Go ahead, Maya.
It's a flood. They didn't flooded it and broke all the pipes. It's full of swamp.
Right. You got no avenue around it now. You go ahead, Maya.
I yield, such luck.
Hold on, Christ. Go ahead.
Come, sir. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Right. Don't be profane like Esau. Don't sell this knowledge that the Lord gave it to you. He said, buy the knowledge and sell it not. Don't give this knowledge away, man. Meaning, don't give your identity and your culture and the breakdowns of these scriptures that the Lord gave you, man. The Lord said, don't do that, man. Don't be a traitor to your own. Who for what?
For one morsel of meat.
For a little bit of meat, a little gain. He could be bought off cheap for a little bit of gain. And you know Donald Trump can if he's going to steal the trophy. If you steal the FIFA trophy, come on, man. That means you will do anything for gain. Go ahead.
Colonel Wakan, sir, sold his birthright, for ye know that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance.
Right. If you're willing to give up your birthright for a morsel of bread, when it comes time for you to be favored by the Lord and get the blessings of everything, the Most High is going to reject you, man. You'll be rejected. You'll be rejected, and you don't want to be rejected from the Most High. All right, I'm going to yield on that because I'm running. All right. That's it on that story. Y'all want to add anything else before we go?
Nah, sir.
Young man Sheldon said Esau is a greedy beast. I second that, young man. I second that, brother. You were so right about that. What else you got?
So we have the footage of the sheriff.
Oh, come on with it, baby. Come on. Oh, man. I don't know if y'all heard about this yet. This story here made my entire week. Israel, y'all check this out. Go on and rock it on out, you die, Morale. Tell them where you at. It's like a news report, right? Now, first of all, is this even true? What news did it come up off of, y'all? Because I believe they showed him saying it. I just don't want to make a mistake and say the wrong thing here. News break. Yup, there you go. You straight on. You want to play the tape or you want to read the story? Let's go ahead and play it.
Rescued his family and that they will not be restricted from entering or exiting the U.S. border in the future. This statement caused a public outcry because Sheriff Lyda, who is known for being tough on immigrants, has finally broken his silence by standing in front of the camera with a solemn look on his face and saying, I owe them my family's life. Woo! No one would have expected that to come from Sheriff Lyda, and Kerr County was one of the hardest hit areas. The sheriff's daughter and 2 young grandchildren were tragically trapped, and when the local rescue effort was overwhelmed, a specialized rescue team sent by the president of Mexico marched across the border to help, relying on extraordinary
Let me let it finish playing.
Courage. The team managed to reach the isolated farmhouse and safely rescued all those trapped, including the sheriff's family. Sheriff Lyda could no longer look at his neighbors across the river the way he used to, that human life has no nationality, about a people, the Mexican people. They showed the world once again that when it all falls apart, they're the first ones to start rebuilding. County Sheriff Larry Lyda says to
Woo! Give it up for Issachar. So if you didn't get it, if you didn't pick up on it, that water, first of all, let's understand this. If you white people didn't understand it already, for what you've been doing to the tribe of Issachar, God struck you over there in Texas, in your big, bad Texas racist state, where you hate the very people whose land you're standing on. You got that land because they're buried underneath that land. You dig down deep enough in the dirt, and you're going to find Mexicans down there because you stole the land from them. And then you white people had the nerve to be doubly arrogant to put your 10-gallon hat on and talk about the Mexicans like they were the filthiest thing in the world while you're sitting and prospering and digging the oil up out of their land. You selfish pig. And talking about him like dirt. And he's the sheriff of Kerr County. He's a county sheriff and was treating the Mexicans like hell. Well, he turned to the Lord. Once again, that's why the Lord is everything. Because the way he broke this Edomite here is the way the Lord broke Pharaoh. What you watching here is a microcosm of how the Lord stepped to Pharaoh. You want to hate my people? You locking them up? You treating them bad? No problem. Sent a hurricane, Chantel. She was a ghetto hurricane girl. Boy, she brought the noise on him. You corrupted, you got hit with the hurricane, brother, and they was getting flooded everywhere. His family had to go hide in a barn. Climb up high up in the barn in the rafters. And they on a cell phone stuck in the barn. They daddy the sheriff. Show his picture. That's right. Hold it at that picture if you could. That's his daddy, the sheriff. The whitest racist in the damn state. And brother, they called daddy. We don't know what to do. Daddy, daddy. And brother, when that day came, he realized he needed help from the people who he hated for so long. who he locked up many times on false charges, who he treated like garbage for coming across that border on their own land. And brother, in his panic, nobody came. Wait a minute, hold it now. Where was FEMA at? Where was the Where was SEAL Team 6? Why SEAL Team 6 ain't come in, Oz? With this shit here. Yeah. What's the ones that go under the water?
Yeah, that's them.
Oh, that's the SEALs. That's the SEAls,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Why they ain't come up out the more the frogmen? What they call them?
Frogmen,
The frogmen. What happened to the frogmen? Why they ain't come? You know how they fly them in the helicopter? They got the frog feet on. They need help. Give me a picture of the SEAL team being carried by a helicopter with their fins on their feet. Why didn't they drop a couple of these boys in the damn water to go get them? They the SEALs. What? The equipment ain't work. The boat. What? He went and picked up the phone and called the president of Mexico. The fact that he had the number of the president of Mexico was insane.
Yeah.
He called the president of Mexico and the president of Mexico showed him no ill will. Once again, this is exactly the difference between us and them. All their hatred, all their racism, all their false incarceration, all their humiliation. That president of Mexico could have told him, there's nothing I could do for you. If she had told him that, the sheriff of Kerr County's whole family would be gone. His whole family would be wiped out. When black people got stuck in Katrina, under Bush, white people stood on the edge of the city with shotguns in their hand, telling black people they better not leave their city to come into their town. That's what white people did. White people didn't say, man, we got to go help them. They humans like us. They held shotguns on them. I watched film footage of a police officer who was so rattled by the Hurricane Katrina that a black man came up there and was trying to ask him. There was two of them. Black man came up to them trying to convince them to help him. He said, I got people over here. Please help me. They were so aggravated. One of the cops shot the man, an older black man. Shot him. Could have killed him for begging for help during the disaster. You weaklings. She could have turned around and said, you know what? I can't help you. She turned around and said, no problem. I'm going to send my best down there. And SEAL Team 6 ain't show up. The Delta Force, the Army Rangers, I don't listen to none of that BS. When the Lord want business done, the Lord handles business. And them Issacharites, hold that tape because we're going to play it again. Them Issacharites, brother, came down there in them funny red suits. Saved every last one of them devils. Not just his family, but everybody who stayed in that barn trying to survive. Yeah. And he told them he ain't never going to give them a hard time about crossing the border. Why? Because they probably been trying to cross the border for disasters. Putting out fires all out in that desert, putting out fires. People getting stuck out there. Surviving in the desert is difficult. You get out in the desert for 2-3 days without proper shelter, you're going to get heat exhaustion. Get out in the desert without enough water, and you done. It ain't street signs out there. You could die easily out there. And I'm sure there were many Mexicans trying to cross that border that he treated like garbage. Like them ones that went against them Haitians that was on horses that time, where we got the footage where they was whipping them Haitians. That white man learned that day. But I want the footage of him, if you can find it, Mariah. If not, I understand. But the footage, you need the part where he said, where he says it himself. Go ahead, you die.
I was going to say, General, what you're saying, sir, is just so heavy. An image that has been embedded in my mind since coming into the truth It's how those devils at the Rio Grande let that Issacharite father and daughter drown.
Oh, man.
While the roles were reversed, Issachar would have saved their white children and father.
That's heavy. What you saying is nuclear. Go ahead, Murat.
Lock it. Not would have you died. Issachar did save their people.
Yes.
He ain't said bad. He did it.
He did it. And got them to hell. Look at them brothers there. Look at them brothers. Look at the tribe of Issachar, brother. Look at them rigged up. Now think about this. You standing on that. Put it back up if you could. Oh, you got it. You got it. No. Yeah, there you go. Now imagine this. You standing in the middle of Texas. A hurricane just hit Texas. Water coming through there. People dying. Cars flipped over. Houses crashing. You in the middle of the desert. And your president tell you, rig up and go save the very people that hate you. Go deliver them out of that hurricane, even though they hate you and they the enemy of another nation. Brother, that is the spirit of Christ.
Damn
What
right.
bullshit you Christians talking about, excuse my French. That bullshit you Christians talking about in church, you full of garbage. Like, those are goddamn Christians out and heroes. Because I know if I'm standing at the back of that car, strapping that rig on with that vest and knowing that I'm getting ready to go save white people's lives who hate the hell out of me and treat my people like garbage and want to deport all of my people, I'm going to be hard-pressed, man, to go up in that water. I'm going to be hard-pressed. That water moving 50, 60, 80 miles an hour, sweeping away houses. I'm going to be hard-pressed to go down in that water and to go save their life. Them brothers right there is amazing, huh? Yeah. And you white people don't appreciate none of it. That sheriff appreciated it, though. He said they saved my family's life. He said they ain't gonna never have a problem coming across. And listen, and then you white people are so lock it up. Oh, you white people are so evil. Y'all got mad. Go back to the story. You got mad at the sheriff for saying that. They saved the sheriff's life, and you angry at the sheriff. He still should have said, listen, you know, we can't hate these people no more. You mad at him for not hating Mexicans who saved his family's life. How wicked can you niggas get? Another hurricane coming. Look up in the sky. Get the Doppler radar, whatever the fuck y'all use.
They can't. So got rid of it.
Right.
All
right. He cut the funding of it.
Yeah.
Shit. He stole that too. Boy, he liked to rob and steal, though. You out there in the middle of the desert. You got the Doppler radar up there trying to see if a hurricane coming. This nigga steal the damn radar. You in a jam. Come on. Can you play it? Can you play any of that while the brother's speaking? The part where they zoomed in on him. And I'm gonna get up off it. It is amazing. I want to hear from them if you can, Mara, because I want to know what kind of dude is this to put this rig on and save the enemy's life. You are a rotten, ungrateful bastard. Same with us. Same in ancient Egypt. We build you the graves like Muhammad, like that famous tape. That famous tape General Muhammad made when he was in D.C., where he said, we fought in your wars. You know what I mean? And all the things, he runs down everything that we did to help you, and you was an ungrateful bastard. Instead, you want to deport us, man. Let the Lord's judgment come down on you. Go on and pray for Rob, you could.
And it show you who should be in charge.
Right.
Who should really be in charge and making the decisions. Who's the real human? There's no humanity in our oppressor. But you see where the humanity lies. They getting deported and treated wrong and babies separated. But man, when death is near, they come to the rescue. They're real heroes. I yield.
You so give it up, you so right, man. Like this story, I'm not doing this story no justice. This story needs more justice than was coming out our mouths. Because this is amazing. This should have been all over CNN, Fox News, #1 story, should have been all over TikTok. All of the pundits should have been talking about it. How the hurricane came right when you was in there snatching babies out of women's hands, The hurricane came and they saved your white ass. Woo! The judgment gonna be bad. Go ahead,
right.
From the Lord.
Salaki, sir. They were snatching Issacharite babies. Issachar saved their babies.
Yes, thank you. That's my point. Salakia, that's the point. Like those were so-called law enforcement, those ICE agents. When the ICE agent came up on the sister to take her child, the ICE agent didn't say to himself, man, she's a human, man. I can't take her baby. He took the baby. Come. But when the call came for them, they could have turned their back too. Yeah. They could have went in that water a couple of feet and came back out and said, I'm sorry, man, the water's too deep. Can't do nothing for you. Instead, they went and rescued all of them. He ain't going to bed tonight. Right now, the sheriff of Kerr County is not going to bed with a single loss in his house. Right. Tens of thousands of Mexicans are going to bed tonight in tears over their family members that have been ripped out of their arms because of Trump's immigration policy, because of the inhumanity. And this is what always happens with white people. You always raise the inhumanity over the humanity. Everybody else becomes much more humane. You, like an animal, have to always become much more cruel. Okay. And that's what America's, real quick, that's what America's becoming. America's becoming a country that is going to be ruled by those who want to be the cruelest. Those that want to be cruel and sadistic and evil, you're going to be given power to go do all these things. But what you're not going to be told is that at the end of it, you will get away with none of it. Your sons will die in the wars. Your daughters will be strippers on poles. Your economy will go to hell. Your morality about America will be garbage. And Donald Trump will be a clown in the history books for 1,000 years. That's what you're not being told, because you cannot go against the Most High. I yield the water.
Come on. So just like how everything you bring it out, the Bible says you are the salt of the earth. Them people you seen rescue them people out there, the Issacharites, La Raza, they're part of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. You know what I mean? And the Lord said the salt of the earth is going to be plenty of the earth. Give me the scripture I asked for, Jediah, Matthew 5 and 14. Because let us know that even though all this evil going on, the Lord is amazing. But all the stuff going on, all the evil they're doing to us, the Lord's still showing that we still God's chosen people.
Yes.
That even though all the technology this land got in America, all the things going on, they got to call a Raza to come save them. And the Lord showed in this here that they are the light of the world. But everything going on and all the evil going on, these cats still went down and saved these cats' lives. The Lord is amazing, man. Give me that scripture, brother.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 14. Ye are the light of the world.
Say it again.
Ye are the light of the world.
Who's the Lord talking about? The Lord talking about these 12 tribes, man. And it's specific right now, Issachar. The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the so-called Mexicans, man, La Raza. They are the light of the world. They are the ones that they are saying are filthy criminals. They're immigrants. They're doing X, Y, Z. Like how Commander and Jeremiah and Mariah and Diane said, they going to schools, graduation, snatching babies out of their hands, deporting the wrong people. It don't matter. If you look like a Mexican, you get deported. But the Most High had flipped it on them and still had the same way they deported come save their children. Showing you who really is the God chosen people, who the light of the world, man. Yep. Keep on reading, Jediah. Keep on reading, brother.
Khan, sir. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
I mean, you can't hide who we are. You ain't able to hide and say that, okay, we not God's chosen people. You can't do that. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 15. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel.
The Lord will let you know that you're not going to hide this light these people got inside of them, man. No matter what you're doing to them, I'm going to show you who are my chosen people. Go ahead and read, brother.
Khan, sir. But on a candlestick, and it is given light unto all that are in the house.
Go ahead.
Let your light so shine before men.
Say it again.
Let your light so shine before men.
One more time.
Let your light so shine before men.
That's what the Most High did with this card right here. With all the evil going on the earth that you're doing to them. And listen, it's so heavy how Commander YAHANNA and Jeremiah brought it out. Issachar is being treated like trash by Esau, by the oppressor. The oppressor made a phone call to the president of the country, said, I need your help. And she sent her best. Who was her best? Her best was Issachar. Her best was the same ones you kicking out of this country and treating like trash, saying they criminals. Treat their kids. Listen, y'all still ain't found those 1,500 kids that got lost a couple of years ago. Yep. They still ain't been found. But you went to that same country that you hate so much that you can't stand their guts, that ask for them to save your kids. But you don't give a damn about their kids. The Lord said, let your light shine, so shine before men. Keep on reading, brother.
Macomb, that they may see your good works.
That they may what?
See your good works.
The whole earth saw the good works of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, La Raza. The whole earth saw their good works, man. Saw you at your worst times. That you called them. And they sent their best. And guess what they did? They saved everybody. The ones you couldn't save, they saved everybody. With all your military might, with all the men you got over here, all that goddamn training y'all show on YouTube, where the hell was they at? You couldn't call them. You got the goddamn Navy. All them boats and shit. But guess what you did? You called a Raza. The same ones you treat like trash, you called them. And guess what they did? They came and saved the day. You saw their good works. Go ahead.
Macomb, and glorify your Father, which is in heaven.
And they glorified the Most High in Christ, man. Being part of the tribes of the nation of Israel about what they did, man. And showed you who really should be in charge of this earth. Who really got compassion and humanity, man.
Hey, damn right. Give it a pause. Let me tell you something. But let nobody make the mistake that I'm not saying here that our job is to save white people, though they hate us. That's a Christian mentality. What I'm saying is the Lord brought the hurricane on these Edomites and had Issachar show them that they were far more human than you are. But make no mistake, the scriptures say this: there's a time for all things, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. This ain't the time to embrace them, because they're not going to care about what happens to you. They're not going to care if those same Issacharites fell in a ditch on the way home and said, help us. They would be hard pressed to be helped. You see what the Edomites said? The people were mad at the sheriff. Though they saved the sheriff's life, the whole town should have went and said to them, thank you, brothers. Thank you. We hated you, but you looked out for us. But instead, these wicked, corrupt people turned around and said, Sheriff, how dare you act like you should treat them more human, even though they saved your family's life. So I'm not, without a doubt, telling us that we should be looking to save them for what they go through. I'm saying the Lord did it in this particular incident to shame them, to shame and expose how thoughtless that they have been, and as a charge against them. Because the scriptures say this: whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Those brothers are going to reap the Most High's help, and you are going to reap the Most High's punishment. The Lord going to say to you in that day, why didn't you care that you received the help before? Now you get your punishment for not caring about the people you're destroying, which you already know are the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. So their day is coming. So I'm not telling nobody to go out there now and you got to save an Edomite when they down. Listen, when the water come and General YAHANNA, bring the boat, huh? What? I'm going to see now. We all need. Damn that.
And General,
they'll never care about us. Go ahead, Maya.
And if I may, those brothers, those Issacharites, they not in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? They're not in the truth, so they don't know no better. But what this did, the general said it perfectly. It just showed the distinction between their spirit and I.S.U.P.K spirit, which is part of the 12 tribe. It just shows the difference in humanity. Like the Lord in the book of Romans called our oppressor, said they are vessels fitted to wrath. That's what he called them. And another scripture called them a no people, man. And this just shows the humanity, the who's the better people. Look at these people, man. Look what these people do to these people, like animals and beasts. But look what these people, when it come time to show compassion or empathy or humanity, look how these people stood up, man. They just better. They just better. That's all.
Give it up for General Mayat. And Mayat, if I could add something to what you said that is so heavy, that part of the lesson as well. Why did this happen? Why did the Lord let this happen? Because we have a major problem among our 12 tribes. And the major problem that we have among our 12 tribes is we will not save ourselves like we will save them. Like we go and save them out the barn. Why aren't we going and saving ourselves?
Right.
Like we'll give the love to them when the love got to come to us. It's okay. Christ said they eat from the master's table, the crumbs from the master's table. You want to help the Edomites? The president asks you to do it? No problem. But make sure we getting that every day from you. Make sure those brothers that are rescuers are rescuing brothers and sisters every day. We hear about them fighting them forest fires up there in Texas and California, all up in the suburbs when the Edomites' houses is catching on fire. Then all the I.S.U.P.K is up there, working as firefighting. But how much of that is going on down on the ground in the street? Are you saving the brother who went to war and joined this man's army, and now he comes back and he got PTSD and he's living in a bottle on the curb? As that rescue worker, will you and your boys get out the cars with the harnesses and the straps and pick him up and take him to the hospital and get him cleaned up? Will you rescue him? Will you rescue that Mexican brother? Will you rescue that black brother? What I'm saying is that's the other side of the coin. Yes, it was amazing for them to show how we are better than them. But are we going to be better to ourselves? Are we going to be better with us? Which goes back to what I was saying earlier about having the right brothers over our people so that judgment can come down properly.
Right.
Will we do that as well? You understand? Because the fame and reputation them brothers have, brother, hell would fall down on anybody in the hood that understood the greatness of them brothers if they tried to come up against them when they came in your neighborhood and told you y'all not to sell drugs no more, and told you you ain't pimping these women no more, and told you these kids got to be in the house at a certain time. That's what them brothers should be able to be doing. Them same brothers who's willing to do what they did to save lives in a hurricane, brother, they should be the one telling you what the hell to do. They should be telling you, stop all that drinking out front or whatever the thing we doing that we shouldn't be doing. They should have the right to tell us that. And if raised up properly, they would be under the right leadership to do just that.
Damn
and
right.
brother, that would change Black and Latino America overnight.
Yes, sir.
That's
Damn
the power of Most High. That's how the Lord works. Salakia, I yield.
And if I can, young man Sheldon brought out a heavy scripture. Like not only in Romans 9 did they call our oppressor the vessels of wrath, but then came back and told us he gonna make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy. Like the Lord know he put a spirit of mercy on us. But like Commander General YAHANNA said, we got to learn to extend that toward each other, man. And that's what we learned in the I.S.U.P.K. And I pray them brothers hear our voice and everybody, all the rest of the tribes hear our voice and come on in here and learn how to really utilize that mercy like the Lord loved for you to utilize it. I yield.
Yeah, listen, y'all right. Y'all right. Give it up. You right, General Mayat. You right, General Haas. Everybody, y'all on point with that. All right. Okay. We moving on. What else you hold? I'm glad he brought that out. That was a hell of a story. What else you holding? Yadai, please.
Khan, sir. Trump threatens Russia with new sanctions if no peace deal is reached with Ukraine in the next 50 days.
Come on.
The U.S. can impose crippling secondary sanctions on Russia if the 3-year-old war it has been waging against Ukraine is not brought to an end by September 2nd, Donald Trump said.
Keep going.
Khan, sir. Speaking in the Oval Office Monday alongside NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, Trump said he's very unhappy with Russia and its President Vladimir Putin, and it pledged to impose what he described as a very severe tariff on Moscow if they do not have a deal in 50 days.
Let me tell you something. That's once again the Lord bringing the Third World War back. Bringing the Third World War back into effect. Now, see, Jamrock, I was trying to move on, Jamrock, but you done went and you done got in this chat room and bumped your head, and you're going to make me respond because you don't want, once again, this is exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about having brothers in place in our people, among our people, to resolve disputes. Now, you sitting on this chat room talking about how they get on your damn nerves. You understand? But you let your dog wander onto their property. You did that. You were so incompetent that you could not even control where your dog roams. You did that. And now you in a beef with Issachar and mad with Issachar, brother, when what needs to happen is you need to rectify what you did with Issachar. And if you think Issachar got to like you, you're mistaken. Black people don't even like each other. That's what be amazing to me. Like black people you can't step on another black man's toe. Go ahead and step on somebody's shoe in the subway in New York. They'll find you up in there with stab wounds in you. That's what goes on in these cities. We hate each other. But meanwhile, somehow we think Mexicans are supposed to just love us because we black. No, brother, it don't work that way. They in the world too. And guess who's really supposed to show the love and respect? You. If you know the knowledge of the truth, you supposed to show that love and respect. Christ said they shall know them by their what? What? By their works. They ain't gonna know you, Jamrock, if your dog is running on their property. They're not gonna know you. You understand? They're not gonna know you. They ain't gonna know what kind of man you are. So before you get ready to check another tribe and hate the whole damn tribe, show you how we are. We walk our dog on your property, you get mad, we hate your whole tribe. We ready to banish your whole tribe from the 12 tribes of Israel because we walked our dog onto your property. Jamrock, you got a lot to learn.
Right.
Yeah. You in my chat room spewing hatred towards the tribe of Issachar. First of all, you shouldn't even be spewing no hatred to the tribe of Issachar, seeing that the enemy who's ruled over us is snatching him off the street as we speak. Even if you had beef with him, you're supposed to refrain that beef because you see that that tribe is catching hell. And Jamrock, here's the scary part that you should learn. Here's what's really frightening about your statements is that you are this close to becoming a traitor and joining the white man. Because if you go after a tribe while they're down, while the white man is in pursuit of them, then you are that close to being a low-life slime ball to join the white man in his pursuit of that tribe. I'm not down in the tribe of Issachar while they down.
That's right.
I'm not doing that. I'm not on the side of the white man. I don't understand the white man's talk. Brother, go back over there. Go to them tribes, man, and tell them, listen, man, I was wrong for letting my dog roam on your property. I want to apologize for it. Go ahead, Up.
If I could, sir, if I may, sir, what you're saying is so heavy. And what really makes me upset with this poor brother in the chat room, I'm willing to bet my reputation and rank that if Esau was to come on his property unalive this dog, he would not have the same hatred for Esau that he supposedly has for Issachar.
And here's the thing, Jamrock, you still going on. You talk about they call the oppressor on me. That's okay. Of course it's not okay, Jamrock. But they're in the world. They don't know better. And here's the thing. They call the oppressor on you because, wait for it, you walked your dog on their property. Like, God damn, we could be so selfish. We could be so damn selfish and self-centered. You committed the crime. You committed the trespass. You did the wrong. But you so mad with them on you because you so hard-headed you couldn't even understand what you did. So they called the worst thing they could think of so you could get the goddamn message. Don't walk your dog on their property. Listen, listen, come to my neighborhood. Go ahead and walk your dog up on my lawn. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I see you. I got cameras and all that. And ain't nobody scared of nobody. Right. Leave the people properly alone. Go apologize. Go apologize. Go bring him a 6-pack of Corona and apologize. Consider it your fine for going on their property. Okay? Or whatever city you in, call the captain in that city and let him lay out the dispute because maybe you're right about it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm only going by these stupid text messages you putting in the chat room. So I could be wrong. Maybe you got a real legitimate argument. Okay? So call the captain in that city and let him tell you if you was right and wrong. And when he tells you what it is, go do what he tells you. Either stand on it if he say stand on it, or go fix it if he say fix it. But whatever you do, don't just assume you know anything from the Most High. New Jersey, you got the captain of New Jersey, the officer of New Jersey right here. Go ahead, Marat, you got it.
Salaki, sir, if I may. The brother is trying to say is Issachar called the cops on him because his dog wandered on the oppressor's lawn. Which
come on, man.
Which I understand, but
yeah.
How did he choose to hate Issachar when the oppressor owns his house? If he don't pay the mortgage, oppressor take his house. If he don't go to work, oppressor take his house. If he don't pay his car note, the oppressor take his car. You mean to tell why is the oppressor next to him? So you mean to tell me that Issachar can't say, I don't know who dog this is, or this brother's dog is getting out. Let me, do something. He choose to hate Issachar on this radio show where we defending all black, even him. You still defending him and Issachar. But he couldn't in that same time say, all right, my dog was out. They called the cops. Okay, so what? But look, the oppressor is right across the street.
And ain't no problem.
So my dog can go to the oppressor's lawn. I'm not even gonna be mad. Just Issachar should never did that. It's like that. Wow. That is, but if he calls the cops on you, you will get hurt. You still alive because Issachar called the cops on you.
Right.
If he called the cops, your dog would be gone. General Mayak brought out a story the other week where they blew the Issacharite brother, or I forget what tribe it was, blew his dog away. Just so. But if the oppressor called the cops on you, you won't have a life anymore. You be born again. You be reincarnated.
It's very possible. And can I add one more to what you're saying, Marat? And this is 2025. If you still can't control your goddamn dog in 2025, niggas don't want your dog on their lawn. They don't want you shitting on their lawn. They don't want none of your bullshit on their lawn. Like, why is that so hard to understand? Like, people tired of that shit. Put a goddamn leash on your dog and have him together before you go out. You understand? You know how many people tired of people with a dog getting loose? You got to be jumping and watching whether he gonna bite you or whatever the case. Don't nobody want to go through that. And listen, if you learn in the knowledge of the truth, nobody's supposed to be going through that. I'm not tying my last few minutes up with J-Rock on some bullshit about some dog. You got to get it together, J-Rock. Get counsel. You in Jersey. Come on, Captain Zayak up there. Officer Mathumyard down here in Southern Jersey. Get your act together, man. Give me another story, you guys, so I can... Yo, man. Come on, brother.
General Hill would have faced the fact that
that's what we burn. That's us. That's what burns me up about us.
Yeah.
Like we do something wrong and the world should pay for it.
Yeah. This shit his fault.
Yes.
That's his dog. He got out. And he know his dog didn't get out.
Yes.
He should have been fixed it.
Yes. Come on, man. Go ahead. Give me what you got for me.
Con, sir. Critics slam Mexico's gentrification protests as xenophobic. Activists say they're fighting for their human rights.
Con, let's ride. Come on. Read some more if you could.
Con, the words "Get out of Mexico" are still visible on one shop's window as protesters violently kicked in the glass pane, and another clip, "Kill a Gringo" is sprayed painted on a wall in Mexico City as demonstrators carry placards demanding Western foreigners stop stealing our home.
Let me tell you what went on in Mexico. Because of the advent of the internet, a lot of people packed up. Yeah, that's a good picture there at the water. A lot of people packed up, and a lot of white people, mainly, packed up, moved to Mexico, and then they took different towns in Mexico and gentrified them, modernized the businesses, modernized the apartments, rose the prices up like they do in the hood, rose the prices up beyond the ability of the local people to pay for those apartments. And so they had been living in there, and the reason they could do it is because a lot of times you can get a remote job and you can work your job from remotely, which means you could be living in Mexico for a third the cost you would live in the United States, and then still have a whole neighborhood filled with white people. Well, the Mexicans saw what the old ICE agents were doing on the other side of the border, and they got mad, and they now started kicking white people out of their businesses, out of their homes. And brother, all those resort towns are in jeopardy. Acapulco, give me some more of their resort towns. Bali, what's that other one? Baja, where they ride the doom buggies. Baja, Cancun, all those areas, man. They are angry with and want to kick Edomites out of Tijuana. Now they modernize in Tijuana, and a lot of those Mexican towns. A lot of you Edomites running down there to Mexico, getting those BBLs, black women, you too, where they putting them injections in your butt, you augmenting your breasts and face surgeries and all that. A lot of that's being done right over the border in Mexico. And now the population is angry because you're throwing their brothers and sisters out the country wrongfully, and good people, not the people that he said, not the rapists and all them. I'm sure there's some of them mixed in there, but the majority seem to me, what I see on the screen, seems to be brothers and sisters, man, that are nothing but hardworking, decent people. And so the tribe of Issachar got angry, and they start now giving you back a little bit of what you got, of what you were giving out. You got more on it, Yediah? Anybody want to chime in? That was pretty much it on that. What else you holding, Yediah? Should I hold for 1 second, or am I calling it? What run down the main ones. Let me see, what did I miss?
I got Taiwan and I got Iran.
Taiwan and Iran. Let me see here. All right. Wait a minute. You didn't get Serena Williams and Angela Reese. We did a little bit on them Epstein files. We didn't go that deep on them, but we did a little bit. But give me Serena Williams, man. I'll do Serena Williams, and then we out of here, fam. All right.
Serena Williams shows off eye-popping abs and new photos. If I may, sir, Serena Williams came out there and posted, you know what I mean, a lot of the weight that she lost. But most of Israel was looking like, who is this woman? Because she does not look anything like how she looked before. Like she's going through a full dramatic transformation.
And let me tell you something. Once again, people like this, sisters like this are supposed to have the right people around them. And that's why you should not be getting involved with these heathens. Now, she's a top-level athlete, which means she has the ability to change her body at will. And she, being involved with these Edomites, is attempting to change her body. She got a six-pack and all that. And a lot of people like that body and think that body is something. But give me a picture of her about 10 years ago. Let me show you how the real Serena Williams body. That body y'all looking at now, that little gymnasium white girl body, that ain't for you. That ain't for no brother that going out having, you know, soul food. Like what soul food restaurant she going to with that six-pack? Not a whole lot. When Serena Williams, brother, when she was winning champions, she didn't look like that. That's how Edomites look, man. I'm not saying you can't get in super shape and get you down to a six-pack and all that, but now pull that picture up. Now, you tell me which is better. I wish you could put them side by side, but don't even sweat it. You can switch them back and forth. Now, you tell me. That's her winning championships. Now, you tell me that woman there does not look as good as that woman right there? I beg to differ.
I agree, General.
I beg to differ. That is an athlete right there.
Yeah.
That other picture there is somebody just trying to maximize their weight loss. And again, ain't nothing wrong with it. We all should. I could use a few. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But hopefully she's not doing it to try to save a marriage with an Edomite or trying to save her career with some Edomites. Hopefully she's not doing it for that reason because she looks totally different there.
She looks like she's sick.
She do look. I thought she had the virus when they first said it. But they said no, she went into this heavy workout. And
I thought it was Photoshop.
Oh, damn. You're probably right. And here's what's sad about the whole thing. Remember, she went through a transformation one time, making her body like a white girl. Remember that?
Yeah.
She had put all that white stuff on her face, which show you that being up in that world enough, you will lose your identity, man. You will be, they will humiliate. These devils hate you so much. They will humiliate you and humiliate you and humiliate you until you hate your very self. Till you can't stand how you look. I watch some of these commentators on TV, and you could see they over there bleaching their skin, changing their body, you know, trying to become something. And that's big in the Caribbean. Now look at her with that tennis racket. Brother, that's an athlete. That's a world champion tennis player. That's a sister right there, raised by her daddy.
Yeah.
Like, that's what she should inspire to be.
Now, you know what's wrong with that?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not a damn thing wrong with that. It's a lot.
She got the same thing that happened to Michael Jackson. All them cats want to get up into our oppressive society. They all do the same exact thing. They all do it.
That's right.
And probably doing that cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she looked like. I yield.
Yeah, she do. She looked like whatever she's doing is to get this so-called amazing body, and she really looks sick. You know, man, I hope the best for her, and black people should coddle around her and make sure that she upholds the best of what she is. Because it looks like, you know, every year some Edomite's able to convince her, or somebody's able to convince her to do some other kind of way out transformation. I hope it's not a self-esteem issue, which a lot of our people have from being under the hand of the oppressor. You know what I mean? You want a real, of her white husband. Somebody, give me back what you stole, said, could we get a real-time picture of her husband? Okay.
And it's crazy, Jim, because when she was younger, and she had that body that Mariah had up there the first time in the white little suit she had on, she was dominating the whole tennis world. Couldn't nobody deal with her. She was straight. She was killing them on everything. Now look at what she turned.
Put a 2025 picture up. Put in his name and 2025. Yeah, just add 2025 to that and see what you get. You know what I mean? Like, what? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
I'm
sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. No, you're good.
Like that's what, 2025. Give us something modern if you got it. Because she don't look like that now. So you know that ain't modern. Yeah, she don't look like, see that? She don't look like that now, Mariah. Right or wrong? She don't look like that now. That was when she was winning champions and thought it would be good to get with Esau. It's such a slap in the face to her father.
Yeah.
Poor sister. Like our people don't know the value of us. And then we wonder why the other nations trample on us the way they do. Because if the best of us don't value us, they certainly will not value us. You was gonna say something, Thumia, please.
Bring a scripture out too.
Please go ahead with
this is the book of First Esdras, chapter 8, verse 84. Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons.
That's right.
This sister right here, if I may.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this sister right here done joined herself with this devil right here, and now she's completely lost in the sauce. She don't know who she is no more, and she looks sick, like everybody been saying. So
you know what I mean? Because when she was dressed white, had that white covering on her face, brother, she was looking horrible. And she was looking like she was on some kind of medication that had her halfway groggy. I don't think we can find one. If anybody got one, they can bring it. They can bring it to us. We'll put it up. But I don't think there is any out there. Marat's trying to find them now.
So, like, what you trying to find, sir?
Serena Williams, a modern picture of Serena Williams' husband.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing something with him dressed with no shirt on. Which I'm not going to be surprised. And a lot of sisters get with these Edomites thinking they're going to have a real connection and a real relationship. And you get with him and you end up with nothing. You end up with what you thought was a relationship, but this is a people that can't have relationships. And then you're going to break your neck to try to be one of them. I think that's pretty much it. We way over the time. We wanted to bring that out about Serena. The best of luck to her, man, so to speak. The Lord be with her, rather, is the more proper term to be used. She's a super athlete, did great works for us as a people, raising our self-esteem. You understand? Crushing the Edomites, giving black. Oh, man, was that her? Oh, that's wow. Crushing Esau. It did a lot to help young black girls get positive, do what they did, and hopefully, she'll be able to wake up and go forward. Hey, that's it for our show tonight, man. This is I.S.U.P.K.com. Please pay your tithes, support this truth. We are down. Brothers and sisters, please raise the tithes up. We got 3 new schools online, another school in Puerto Rico. Asha Parma, I'll call you tomorrow. We'll get straight on the Puerto Rican school and all the other schools around the country. Okay, brothers and sisters, support the truth. I.S.U.P.K.com is the website. Am I missing anything? Heavy hitters in the building. General Muhammad will be back. He's not in this week. He'll be back next week, Lord allow. Tonight, General Mayak in the building holding us down. Big shout out to you, General Mayak. General Hazayan in the building. holding it down for us this week, man. Big shout out to you, Tawada. And of course, damn right. Of course, Officer Marah, Officer Yadiah, Officer Ibad Hayah, and Officer Mathumya holding us down up in this show, man. We do it every Monday night live. Come back on Wednesday night with Mashak Mayan holding it down that night. Still working on the weekends. We're going to get it together, man. Check out all the camps and the work we're doing. Hey, I hope you join me. 2 weeks. I'm going to be in Chicago. I'm going to do a lecture. It's going to be a good one. Lecture is called, Are We Done? And Where Do We Go From Here? A lot of stuff getting ready to be brought out about it, man. It's going to be something you're going to enjoy yourself. If you're in the Chicago area, find out our dates, man, and join us. You got the dates up there. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's the Midwest Fire Weekend hosted by the Midwest Monster himself, Captain Mawquad, man, and all them brothers out there doing an amazing job in that entire Midwest. Oh, how I got to, y'all got to let me steal a minute, fam. You got to let me steal a minute. Captain DeBob Moth in Milwaukee answered the call. I don't know if everybody heard about it yet, but I'm going to tell y'all about it tonight real quick. Captain DeBob Moth was in Milwaukee. They had an Amber Alert. Somebody stole. Watch your children, fam. Everything is going to turn into money for these animals in these heathens. So they snatched this 7-year-old, I think he was about 7-year-old child. And Marah will play the tape for you as soon as I finish this quick monologue, Marah. And they stole the child. The child was missing. They was gone. They put out an Amber Alert. The Brown Berets in Milwaukee contacted the I.S.U.P.K. They said, we going on the hunt to get this kid. We need your help. Captain DeBob Moth got approval, took his soldiers with him, and both teams hit the streets. And do you know they found that boy, man? They found that boy. Big shout out to Captain DeBob Moth,
That's right.
Man, and all the brothers in the Milwaukee.
Yeah, one way.
Like, they answered that Amber Alert and saved that boy's life, man, and brought him back. It was an amazing, amazing thing. Brotherhood is a weapon.
That's
like
right.
We've been saying.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to him. Yeah,
right.
damn right. Marah, roll us out with that video clip, man.
One
We'll see y'all next time live on the UPK, y'all. Shalom.
Damn right, sir. One way.
You need to work. All right, y'all. Peace. Man, I.S.U.P.K. Under Commander General YAHANNA, Real Nigga University. Man, the Lord done an excellent work today. Man, yesterday there was a young man in Milwaukee named Jamal White. He was abducted by some idiots. You understand, the family has been absolutely distraught about the entire situation. So, of course, just like the Power Rangers that you know us to be, we switched into action. And what we did was we went, got with the, also big ups to my main man, Walter Garron, my brother from the tribe of I.S.U.P.K, the Mexicans, as you know him. He came with us. He's with the Brown Berets. He came also, you know what I'm saying, in support. We went the whole way together. We went to the family's crib. We spoke to the father. We spoke to the aunt. Some more family pulled up. Of course, there's always some, infiltration kind of thing going on where, other races try to come and, do their thing, and that's fine. But what I want to highlight is how we went, got on that business, then we found out where the boy was at. We went to that location. That's right. There was already a big crowd out there, so we had to do crowd control. People wanted to do acts of vigilante, or what they call it, vigilante activity. You know what I'm saying? So we calmed the people down because, of course, it's a very touching and passionate situation that we're going through when you got a 7-year-old boy abruptly taken from his family right in front of his house in the neighborhood while he riding his bike where he felt the most comfortable and the most safe to be. And I want Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to know this. It's now time for Black and brown people and Native American Indian people to come together as a community again. If you don't do this under the right auspices that you should have, of what the Bible is telling you, blacks, Hispanics, and all. We the children of the Lord. We gotta live in morality. If you do not, our neighborhoods aren't even safe. They're not safe, not even for us, against us. So, Commander YAHANNA, man, we want to let you know what I'm saying? You've been doing an excellent job at creating soldiers under our King Christ and the Most High, man. And it's an honor to be in this work with brothers like these brothers right here standing with me here in Milwaukee. If you got any questions or you need any services, man, you just hit that number at the bottom of this video. In the I.S.U.P.K Milwaukee zone, we're absolutely here to lock it down. I want to also shout out, some people that was also there in addition to me and the Brown Berets, the I.S.U.P.K and the Brown Berets. We had a very notable brother in Milwaukee. His name is Von Mays, man, excellent brother. Family tied to the I.S.U.P.K as well. And hell, the whole city, for coming together in support to try to get this young brother back. We got him back. I wanna let the family know it don't stop here with the I.S.U.P.K. Something like that happened to you and your family, you will need counseling because of it. Well, here's what you have to understand. Commander General YAHANNA and the Israelite School UPK has set up counselors in your zone to make sure you don't have to go through this by yourself. You understand? That's the point. So contact that number if you need some counsel. Even if you don't have the wherewithal to do it right now, the I.S.U.P.K will stay in contact with the father, will stay in contact with the aunt, will stay in contact with the entire family surrounding this situation. I ain't gonna hold you for too long. Check this footage out that we're about to drop right now. I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA. Shout out to the Brown Berets. Shout out to Von Mays. Shout out to the city of Milwaukee for coming together, man, and doing what we do. Shalom.